Hi guys! So today is a very different Weirdo Wednesday video. It isn't a Weirdo Wednesday video, it isn't a fun video. It's actually a very hard video for me to make, but I feel like I want to tell you this. Last year, 2016, was one of the hardest years of my entire life. And I have been going through very hard times in my youth too, but this year is so fresh in my memory, and it was hard in a different kind of way because it was a lot of medicine that went wrong and a lot of things the doctors should have handled better than they did. And it was a year that I really truly, from my heart, didn't think that I would be able to survive. It was a very, very hard year for me, and I'm gonna let you know why and how I handled it, kinda. This will probably be a very long video, pretty jumpy video with the things I say, and I can't tell you everything because I mean it's over a year of just agony and stress and pain and depression and anxiety and darkness and everything. So it's a lot of dark feelings, and if you're triggered by those kinds of things, click off the video. I don't want to trigger any of you. I just want to tell you how I survived it, how I got through it. And also, if you're battling with any of these feelings or feel like you don't want to live anymore, call a suicide hotline or something. Google it, you can find anything, you can find many numbers there. Also, I won't edit this video very much because I'm just going to talk from my heart, but I may have to like edit away some things when I think, because I'm Swedish and English is not my first language, so sometimes it's hard for me to find the words. But please everyone, never give up, how hard it even is for you. Even if you feel like there aren't only darkness, there's no light, please never ever give up. It will get better. I'm a living example that it will get better. I went through darkness and hell before, and I got through it, and then I went through it again, and I got through it again. So you can get through it, never ever give up. Please promise me that. I'm gonna try and start. Some names of the medicine and stuff I don't know in English, so I will say them in Swedish. I hope that's okay. So buckle up and let's start. So in the end of 2015 I got the diagnosis ADHD, which a lot of people have. You can find also, if you Google ADHD, you will find what it is. I'm not a doctor and I'm not very good in explaining, so it's better that you read for yourself. It's nothing serious, and it's just something I was born with, so I had to learn to cope with that. I was pretty happy. I was not happy at first, I'm not gonna lie. I was terrified. I was so sad because I knew that, well, this won't change. This is me. This is who I am. But I also knew that there are medication that I can take. Maybe I can learn to live a little bit more easy and stuff. When New Year's came from 2015 to 2016, it was with mixed feelings, because I don't like New Year's and I don't like my birthdays, because for me it's just a timestamp that another year has passed and I'm still where I am. I'm still out of work because I can't work because of my energy level and my anxiety and stuff, and it's also a proof that I've gotten older and I'm still nowhere near where I need to be in life, where I want to be in life right now. So this year, except all the agony and anxiety and stress and everything, there was a little teeny tiny bit of hope, because I felt like, well, now they know something that's wrong with me. I will get medicated, and maybe I finally get to find some sort of rest, some sort of easy, breezy time in life, because now we know what to cure, or at least focus on, for me to maybe get better and find more energy and start to feel better. So I had a little teeny tiny bit of hope this year, if we could find the right medication. That's what I thought, at least. So I did some tests, like tests on my heart and other stuff in my body to see if I was ready to get medicated, and I was. So we started. And we started with a medicine called Stratera in Swedish. So this was a terrible medicine for me. I felt ill all the time. I I had this weird taste in my mouth, like rubber almost, so everything I tasted yucky. I started to feel worse and worse mentally. I got deeper down in the depression, and I don't want to say that the medicine was everything that was wrong with me, because I had a depression and anxiety from before, but this really teared me down a lot. I felt much worse, and it was terrible. So I talked to my doctor, and we agreed that I can't take a medication that only gives me side effects and nothing good is coming out from them. So we took them out completely, and we changed medicine. I got changed to go on Concerta, which is another medicine. And in this time, someone very close to me, my boyfriend's mother, died, and it was very sad. It was terrible. I felt very sad, very depressed, and I felt like I had to be strong for him, you know, because it was his mother and it was very sudden. She was very young, and it still hurts me to talk about it. I haven't grieved enough for it. And also about a month later, me and my boyfriend split up, and we still love each other, so it was a very hard breakup, but we live in different sides of Sweden, and we just felt like it didn't work out for us. So that was very sad. And also the medicine that I took before made me very depressed, and now I changed medicine. So it was a lot of changes very fast in my body, in my mind, and everything. So the change to Concerta was in May, and it was very hard for me to end that terrible medicine and go right to another one. But the doctor said that was what I should do. So I did it, because I work like that. If someone tells me you should do this, I do it. I don't question it, because I think the doctors are right. So I started taking Concerta in a very low level. I didn't feel much change actually, but someone told me that I couldn't up the dosage anymore, so I believed them, and the summer came. All the doctors went to vacation, as we call it in Sweden, and I didn't meet my therapist for the entire summer because she also had summer vacation. So I was all by myself every day with this new medicine. So because I've heard that I couldn't up my medicine anymore, I believed it, but I've heard since then that it was totally wrong. I was at too low of a level, so I only felt the side effects, and the side effects were brutal. I mean, really brutal. But I went on, or actually I crawled on, or to be honest, I actually put my nails in the ground and dragged my body forward to keep on living. That's how it felt. But I did it. I cried every day. Every single day I cried. I just wanted it to stop being so hard. I felt like I got all dark thoughts. It was only darkness. I was so sad. I just was so depressed. I had so much anxiety, and it was terrible. I had theater almost every day, and I thank God for that, because that saved me totally. I had somewhere to go. I had somewhere where I could like try to get my mind off of things. Theater has always been my saving place. It's been the place where I can breathe, the place that I can be myself, and it doesn't matter how I feel. Everything releases when I'm at theater. So that was really my saving grace. So the summer went on, but the darkness I was in right there and then, it scared me terribly. It scared me to my very core. I was terrified of it, because it was like I couldn't see a future. I couldn't see a light. I couldn't see anything in front of me. I just wanted to sleep to get the days to go by faster. And still I couldn't sleep. So it was like this dark pit of just terror. And I was just trying to hold on to things to get me to keep living, keep living, keep hoping, keep being something. Because somewhere inside of me, I know that how dark it is, I know that there's a light. I know it somewhere inside of me. But after a while of all this agony, I lost hope. I lost the little hope that I had. And before that, I have learned to think, yeah, today is terrible. Today, I don't want to live anymore. I hate life today, but tomorrow is a new day. Maybe it's better then. And usually it was like that. If I had a very, very terrible crying, anxiety-filled day one day, the next day would be better. But at this point, that day when things got a little better, never came. It was darkness, it was darkness, it was darkness. Every time I woke up, I was like, this feeling has not left my body yet. It's still there. And it was crazy. I can't even tell you. I can't tell you how it feels when your hope leaves your body, but it did. It left my body, right there and then. But guys, if it do, never let it win, please. Even if I'm sitting here right in the moment telling you this, I want to tell you that please don't give up still, because it will come back. So I was stuck in this darkness that didn't go anywhere. It stayed put, and I felt like I can't live anymore. I can't. I just can't. I don't know how. But at the same time, I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't just decide to end my life. I couldn't. I mean, I believe in God, and I feel like I got one life handed to me. One life. And it's not my decision when it's going to end. I just have to keep on living, no matter what it takes. If it's just me lying on the sofa all day, every day, I still keep on living. It's not my decision to end it. And I thought about my family. I couldn't do that to them. I couldn't. Even though I sometimes felt like, of course, the world would be a better place without me in it, because all I ever cause is agony and stress and pain for other people too. But I knew that if someone in my family chose not to live anymore, it would break me, it would kill me. And I felt like I can't do that to them. I love them. They don't deserve that. So I was like, I can't do anything about it. I just have to live in this, no matter what what it takes. And I have the theater. I had performances I had to play. I couldn't stop. I couldn't just one day not show up to theater because I don't live anymore. It doesn't work like that. That would destroy the entire play for everyone else, and I could never destroy anything for anyone else. Sometimes I thought that I wanted to take pills because I just wanted to sleep. I never wanted to wake up again. But I was too scared. I was too scared to take too many of the pills, to never be able to wake up again, to not be able to get saved, because believe me, I never wanted to die. I just didn't have the energy to live, if that makes sense. I just hadn't. I just wanted someone to understand how dark it was in my world right there and then, how bad I felt, but couldn't really tell anyone with words. And at some point I felt like I wanted to go to the hospital and be taken in at the psych ward or something. But I was afraid to not be taken seriously or to never get out of there. I just feel like I felt then, and I still kind of feel like how bad I feel, I think I feel better at home. So I know this is a very long video. I just want to tell you everything. So the summer came, the summer went on, the theater I was on ended, which was very, very, very heartbreaking and sad, but I started doing a musical with 2 other women, both got very close to my heart, one of them in particular. And I'm gonna let you know why. Because one of them worked at psych ward and at the hospital and stuff, so she had some inside information and she knew how I felt, kinda. I never let anyone in exactly into my heart, but she kinda knew. So she told me that if I ever needed something, I would call her or get in touch with her and she would help me. And the summer went on and things didn't get better. I still wanted to not live anymore. So one day I felt like, I give up now. I can't take this anymore. I give up. I can't live anymore. It didn't work. Can you understand what I mean? I couldn't live anymore. I felt like I'm gonna do something very, very dumb, very stupid, very unnecessary if I don't get help right now. I felt like I can't manage life. I can't do this. So I wrote to the woman that had promised that she would be there if I needed her, and she was. She said that she would do whatever she could to help me, and she did. So in about an hour, a nurse called me and told me that I would meet the chief of medicine, the chief of the hospital in the psych ward, the day after. And I got to. So the day after, we removed the Concerta and I went to Medikinet, a new medicine that should work better, she said. And now I had the proper care, because the thing is that when you elaborate with all this medication, you should always have a doctor that evaluates how you feel, what happens in your body and stuff, every time you're gonna raise the dosage or anytime anything bad happens. So I had that. I got a nurse that would meet me every time I had to rise the medication, and that I could keep in touch with if anything felt wrong. And she also asked me like every other week how I felt, what the side effects were, if we could raise the dosage and stuff. So it was really amazing right from the beginning. So I knew I had people around me who was going to adjust things until things got good for me. Because now it was supposed to be good, great. At least I thought that. All my anxiety and all the dark stuff, of course, didn't release right away, which I understood it wouldn't happen, but I somewhere inside of me hoped that the new medication would like do wonders for me, that it would bring me up of the darkness, would make me work like every other person works. And I worked really hard with this medicine. I really did my very best to make it work, because I really truly wanted this thing to work, because I was so sick of feeling sick. But it didn't work. It made me constantly nervous. I felt nervous all the time and I wanted to rip my own skin off. It was terrible. I wanted to run away from myself. I wanted to hurt myself. I couldn't feel rest. I couldn't feel joy. I was stuck in like a hamster wheel of like panic all the time. So I went to Rhodes with my family. And I actually like taking trips with my family. I like getting out of the country. Even though I don't like when my like routines gets changed and shuffled around, I still like getting away from my everyday life. But I feel so bad right now because I couldn't enjoy it when I went. I could really not enjoy it. It was because the emotions came with me on the trip, of course, because I still took the medication and I still felt the way I felt. So I will try to explain to you the feeling I had when I took this medication. it's like constantly being nervous. If you're nervous for something, like you're gonna do a lecture or you're gonna do a big test or something that you're really, really nervous about, you feel like you almost want to throw up, you feel like tingling in your body, you feel like you're going to explode almost. For me, the way I can explain it for myself to understand it is that when I'm going to do a play, I'm an actress, so I'm acting a lot. When I'm going to do a play that is very deep in, like I'm going to get feelings like anxiety, I'm gonna give feelings like anxiety and tears and sadness, things that I really need to get out there for it to be good, I get very, very, very nervous. Really, really very nervous, like, oh my god, if you understand. This feeling is usually a very short feeling just before I go on stage and stuff, but this time it never stopped. In all the months I took the medication, this was my 24/7 feeling, except during the nighttime when the medication started to get away from my body. I was this nervous all the time, and it's eating you alive, I tell you. It's not a very fun feeling. It's a disastrous feeling. I get chills when I talk about it because I remember how freaking hard it was for me to do that. So when I came home from Rhodes and I told her about these feelings, the nurse was taking away all my medicine, and I talk about everything, not only the ADHD medicine. No, they kept the ADHD medicine, but they took away my antidepressants, my anxiety pills, my calming pills for the night, and other stuff, all those kinds of stuff, and only left the ADHD medicine to see if they would work when I wasn't taking all the other meds, because I was taking a lot of pills every day to be able to work. So my nurse warned me. She said that I would probably feel very bad, that because of the side effects when you remove all the pills, you can feel suicidal, that you only want to sleep all day, cover your face all day, and just don't feel that you ever want to wake up again. And she told me if I felt like that, be mad at her, it's her fault, but you have to take away the medicine. Stay strong, but be mad at her. I was terrified, of course, because I felt so bad, and I felt like I can't feel any worse, because if I do, I can't do this. I really can't do this. But I took them away, and the thing is that I actually felt so bad that I couldn't feel any worse. So I didn't feel any worse because I removed the medicine, because I was already at the edge. I mean, every day I felt like I don't want to live anymore, I can't do this, blah blah blah. So I couldn't go any deeper than that, thankfully. But as you imagine, it wasn't a very fun time for me. The only thing I had left was my ADHD medicine. But the nervousness and the chills and the stress and the anxiety and everything, it didn't disappear. Time went on and it didn't disappear. It continued on going, and I tried for a while, and I was so afraid to go to bed at night, because I knew that as soon I would wake up again and the hell would start over. So it was crazy. But it ended with the nurse telling me to remove the ADHD medicine too. It doesn't work for you. Remove it and see what happens. And there I crashed. I crashed like I never crashed before. It was like I have been running all these months, 100 kilometers an hour, just running. And when I took out the medicine, it was like hitting a wall. I just fell to the ground. The nervousness and the stress disappeared, and I just got tired. I was left in a puddle of tiredness, of emotions, of relief, of stillness. I will do another evaluation at the hospital to find out if there's something more behind it. Maybe it's not only ADHD, it can be something more, and that's where the medicine didn't work. But I have tried all the medicine except one, but my doctor didn't think that I should try that one because the other ones didn't work for me. So it would be very unnecessary to put my body through that stress again. And I kind of feel a huge sadness, you might say, that the medicine didn't work and that it wasn't the way I thought that they would like adjust things until I just got like a normal human being, because the medicine didn't work. But the largest sadness is of course that last year it just disappeared. It was a year of darkness, of sadness, of anxiety, of depression, of just wishing my life away. So it's an entire year that just disappeared for me, and it's very sad to think about. It is, but I survived it, so that's the good point in this story. But my victory is that I survived, and I can think that no matter how bad I ever feel, I can think that if I survived the year 2016, I can survive anything. I can't ever give up. Because of this 2016 that I had, actually I started making reaction videos in the fall of 2016, where I had these nervous, very bad moments. I don't know if you can see it in the videos that I didn't feel great. Probably not. I'm very good at hiding it, but I did it to keep my mind on other things, keep my mind on the things in my head, and it kind of worked for short periods of time, but it always came back. Now this year my health has been very bad too. My physical health, my cortisol level has shrunken, and it's probably because of the stressful year I had 2016, because I was so stressed that my body couldn't produce any more cortisol because it was too stressed for too long of time, and that's why I don't have almost any energy right now. So my videos have to suffer for it, so I'm sorry for that one. And this video is probably like an hour long, I have no clue, we'll see. I'm sorry for that. I give all of you who continue to watch this all through a reward. Here you have it for me. You're worth everything in the world. I just had to get this out to you guys, because it's a huge part of me, and it's a huge part why sometimes I can't do a lot of videos, because I don't have the energy. And it's just nice for me to talk about, because I haven't really worked through it. I hope you like this video. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if you've been through something similar, and if you're actually through something similar right now, or if you're feeling very bad or don't feel good at all, or if you're depressed or anything. Please, 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 for me, for everyone out there, don't give up. Don't ever give up. There will be brighter. You see, I survived, and even though I don't feel good every day, I know that the light will come back. It always does. So please, 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 please promise me that you never will give up. It's so important. I love you all so much, and you should love yourself. You're worth it. Thank you. Please, everyone, subscribe to my channel if you would like to watch weird videos from me, or also with videos like this when I just talk to you guys, and vlogs and stuff. It's a mixed thing. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for letting me share my story with you. I hope you enjoy it, and that you don't get triggered by it, and that you just know that you are worthy your life. You have one life, it's yours to live, okay? Please, everyone, keep being you, and I will see you next time.